All right, our viewer question today, they have asked, keeping in mind, of course, that whole food, plant-based diets are always best, or could you tell us, are you familiar with the term natural flavoring and what exactly that means?
Indeed, it's common to see those two words on the packages, labels of many of the processed foods people eat, and it certainly enhances the flavor. What is it? These are the molecules that can come either from animal or plant foods that are the aromatic molecules that are distilled off and trapped and added back into foods to enhance their flavor. It can be completely herbal. You can do natural flavors from cinnamon and oregano, etc., and add those in. But it's often a camouflage word, if you will, for animal-based products. When they're roasting chickens or barbecuing ribs, they'll have a plate that the steam and smoke and oxidized fat molecules will condense on. They scrape that off, and that becomes natural flavoring, and they add it into everything from real hot dogs and turkey breasts, etc., to the plant-based one, analogs as well. And there's really no way to tell when you look at that label and you see natural flavorings. You really don't know if it's plant or animal. If it's obviously completely plant-based product, then you can feel pretty sure if it's a, and again, these are all processed foods. You don't see this out of a stalk of broccoli. Okay, this is all in processed foods. If you know that it's a granola bar or something, there's probably not going to be animal chicken essence in that. But if it's got that savory flavor to it, that umami type of taste, you really don't know where it came from. Another issue with the natural flavoring label is that it often contains a molecule called monosodium glutamate. Again, it gives Bragg's liquid aminos that nice umami flavoring. And there was some concern a few years ago that MSG might be an excitotoxin that injures the nerves in the brain. We now see the pendulum swung the other way. It says, the body knows how to metabolize glutamate. It's not something to be feared, but don't consume a whole lot of it. So to make a long story short, this is a flavoring molecule that's added. When you see it, you don't know if it's plant or animal. And the best way around it, of course, is to eat whole plant foods that grew out of the garden, and then the whole thing becomes a moot point. So when you see natural flavorings on a package, you should probably put the package back, but if you do, make sure it's plant-based and less is more. Hi, everyone. Dr. Michael Klaper here, announcing our new format for our Q&A with Dr. K. Annie Hagen will be asking me one question that's been sent in by our viewers. So if you want to see if your question is getting answered, do join us for our Q&A with Dr. K right here. Hope to see you then.